What's going on, everybody? We are back here on the 1710 pack. Well, what used to be solely the 1710 pack. I was at the dentist a couple days ago. Maybe that's why I'm thinking about plaque. But yeah, we're hanging out here. As you can see, I got my fancy armor on from last episode, and it's pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. The other thing that it is I've done the final upgrades for it as they are, which means you get these fancy abilities. So each one requires an item, one of these upgrade tokens, and the helmet. And the upgrade tokens are these crazy ZBQ things and nether stars. So you get night vision, flight, strength, and haste, I guess, or maybe this is haste. I don't know. Haste, speed. You get all sorts of fun enchants from it, as you can see here. And water breathing from one of them. Who knew? Pretty cool. So that stuff is awesome. And as you can see, I got a backpack full of stone because I was working on something when I logged off last night, and now I don't know what it is. Oops, forgot to tell them. So what is this? Why is there a brick missing? There it is. Why is that? How is that happening? Okay. Let's talk, guys. I had thought I isolated a lot of the frame rate lag that we've been having in this area. Being that it is an OpenGL nightmare because there's these ravines that run all underneath us for ages. And as it turns out, wasn't entirely true. Unfortunately, that did not help. There was flowing water and lava everywhere underneath me. And I found them because I was doing a little project, little work on this build here that I'm sorry to say may become a bit less of a home to us. And more of a industrial automation complex because I am getting tired of talking about it. I'm sure you guys are getting tired of me talking about it, but the frame rate jumbliness here is driving me insane. So that may happen soon. If it's not a big deal, if you guys don't mind it at all, go check out Taco's video in about a week or so. Well, actually, it really depends on when this goes out. I'm about 4 bids behind on uploads and stuff. So, anyways, if this isn't bothering you, let me know, and we can focus on this place being our home. But I did a little bit more work off camera because I don't have a lot of time on camera where everything is quiet and relaxing. Typically. Tonight I do, which is great. It's provided my son stays quiet, so we'll see how far we get here. But I've upgraded a lot of the power conduits that I needed to upgrade with these cryo-stabilized flux ducts. In order to do that, I needed niter. So I set up this little guy, the crusher, and upgraded it, so I needed a metallurgic infuser to create the upgrades to take gunpowder, which I had made using magical crops. And it created niter to make the cryotheum. So you take this blizz powder, which you get by putting redstone and snowballs together, or from killing blizz, and you take the blizz powder, some niter, some redstone, and some, I don't know, something else, and you pump it, and it turns into some blazing cryotheum that you can then melt down into gelid cryotheum. I don't know, I think blazing cryotheum is the right word. Melt it down, and then you put it inside of these empty flux ducts, which are just electrum with the hardened glass, or the quartz glass, with some redstone energy flux ducts, which are just more electrum and hardened glass and redstone and blah, blah, blah. So I set all that up. I also have a metallurgic infuser over here to make salt, because I thought I was going to need that at one point, and I did not end up using it. So that was the thing. I upgraded and added all the alloy smelters. We put down those cobblestone blocks a little while back to mark these as potential places. They all have octadic capacitors. I think all of them, the NRIO machines I have now have them, except for maybe the painting machine. Yeah, it doesn't have one yet. And so I just, these crazy power conduits, the flux ducts, have no limit to how much energy they can transfer. So they just kind of go and go and go, and you don't have to worry about it bottlenecking because of the conduits. So we've done that. This, I'm guessing, is still stuck because I haven't dealt with this. I want to find a bigger tank, and I might be adding a mod that handles tanks a bit differently than the dynamic tanks, but I might just do the railcraft tanks. I don't really know. We'll see. We will see. And you can see that I moved this stuff. So I've broken off some of these pipes, and I moved some stuff downstairs. These won't be burning because it's at full pressure. But, oh, we're out of lava. Would you look at that? We are out of lava. Ain't that a shame? Okay. Anywho, I've done some more work with the drones, so I had to move them down here. I don't know how loud the sound effects are for you guys. I've done some, I've done some changing with my sound settings for the time being. So, I made myself a couple of flux compressors, which basically just takes power, and unfortunately, it produces heat at weird ways. So, right now we're sitting at a 0%. So if I needed to use these, I'd have to put some heat sinks. Those are the ones on to cool them off. There we go. But we don't really need to worry about that too much right now because we're not using them. But you do kind of have to pick them up and put them down, which is really annoying. I wonder if I can get it to emit a signal after a certain point. I probably can. I'm sure there's some stuff. It's very redstone-y, the Minecraft mod. Anyways, so I got some charging stations with some extra speed and security upgrades and dispenser upgrades, which allows the drones just to land on them. I got security and speed up here, which helps these because these are very slow to warm up, these flux compressors. And you can see that I was working over here. This is where I've been making the singularities and our stone. Well, our stone has stopped, and these are stopped because there's no more fluids here. I've also had to move these because I almost broke them. But yeah, so some stuff has changed. That's because I have 4 friends I need you to meet. We've got Bob, Chet, Jason, and Jet. Better known as Bob, Jason, Chet, and Jet. I still did that wrong, didn't I? Bob, Jason, Chet, and Jet. There we go. Bob, Jason, Chet, and Jet were our expert workers, I guess you could call them workers, yeah? In order to finish this build. So this build, well, not finish it, but help us finish it, was supposed to go from bedrock to build limit. Now, it's not quite build limit because I want to put some stuff on the ceiling, or on the very top, so I obviously had to leave it a couple of blocks below build limit. Ooh, that's a sound effect, isn't it? Ay. So, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Oh, it's so loud. Okay. So, I decided to employ our friendly drones to do some work for me. Now, oh my Gideon, that was loud in my ears, in my ear holes. Wow, that was loud and painful. So, what do we got down here? I got a big hole the size of a chunk that goes to build, or bedrock, pretty much. It goes to Y level 8, 6, 5-ish. We don't have flat bedrock on, I guess, so the generation here is a little strange. Obviously, I got some work to do. I gotta mine out the walls and replace them. And our drones will come in handy for that. But for now, I had them dig this out and lift and pick up all the items and store them. So if we actually go to our ME system I have a wireless transmitter connected now, you'll see that we have lots of ferrous ore because of a glitch in my processing system. I'll fix that. There's a lot of random junk though, a lot of cobblestone because the drones didn't pick up silk touch or anything like that. What the frig is that noise? What on earth? I should disable the resource pack one day and see if I can't figure out what that noise is. So, anyways, the drones, I gotta show you guys these drones. These things ended up being amazing for me. So let's go up to the chargers. Chargers. I gotta find a better way out of this place. So, I upgraded the drones. They all have volume upgrades and security upgrades. So, oh, that was an accident. Crap. What? No. Fix my mistake. Put you in here, inventory. So anyways, they all have security, which for this particular device, yes, it gives a little force field. I'll talk about that in a sec. They all have security and they all have volume upgrades, which allow them to. Oh, you know what? I gotta get rid of this stone. Okay, sorry, let me sort this out a little bit here. Where's my drone? Okay, so it needs dispenser, security, and I think one of these guys probably doesn't have the upgrades it needs. Okay. Bob, Jet, Chet. Where's Jason? Jason, what you doing? Okay, they're fine. So, I don't know why I have these extras all of a sudden. It seems to have cloned those. Huh. Okay, anyways. So what these do, if we can explain this a little bit better, security upgrades give it a force field so that these don't, they're not affected by lava. So the drones have health, and if they go through liquids, they can drown, they can take damage from lava, all sorts of stuff. It's not good, it's not pretty, and you can lose your drones, which obviously is not good. The security upgrade gives them the ability to not be damaged or affected by water, which is huge. And it does it by putting, a little bit of a force field around them that actually destroys the liquid that it comes in contact with. So you're going to lose all that liquid, but your drones will be safe. And then we have also got some volume upgrades, which allow them to charge up with a bit more bar, hold a bit more pressure, a bit more air, so they can go farther longer. They will only search 75 blocks to find the charging stations. But once they're... I had to move this down here so that 75 blocks was within the bottom, because they would go down and mine and they'd run out of gas because they wouldn't know how far away the charging station was. If the charging station is within 75 blocks, it'll save enough gas to come back, and as long as it has a dispenser upgrade, it'll automatically recharge. So if it's too far away, it doesn't know how to do that, and I had to keep going and picking up my drones, which was really, really annoying, because Jason and Bob here were our diggers. They have a dig area program, they have an import from inventory program, they have a start and 2 areas. So that was a bad way to explain that. Program starts, where's my programmer? It's right here. This is Chet and Jet's program. So program for Chet and Jet, start, pick up items in a given area. That given area is obviously right down here, right? So it just, in this area, pick everything up, and they'll fly out of the matrix there. And we can stop showing that. And then they come and they exported it into an inventory, which it was this guy here, which is why this is here. And the elevator blocks weren't there. We got rid of them for the build. Once that was done, I worked on Bob and Jason, who dug out the same area. So we can go ahead and load this program up. So the first thing they did is they import from a chest, this chest, right? And I can show you this actually. This will be good. So we'll take some polished stone, and we'll just run it along the middle here. All right. And now, if we come on up, here, and we place down, let's say Bob and Jet, but first we gotta get a pickaxe. Put a pickaxe or a tool that you would like to use, or your drones to use, in an inventory and say import from that inventory. And you can specify the type of tool as well. If you go into the program and say item filter, I believe. Yes. So item filter for this import here, you can search for an item, right? You can give it a particular item in your inventory. You could say what to look for. I didn't worry about that because the only thing I put in this chest was I have 2 imbue tools, one that I use upstairs to fortune my ores, and one that I use for this, or one that I made for this. And I put the other one back already. So here's what I did. Without this, these guys dig super slow. It's actually the same speed as punching your hand. So if I wanted to dig stone, stone goes quicker than cobble. I don't know if it works that way with your hand, but it does with pickaxe. Right? Takes a little bit. I just broke my wall. So really, really, really slow. You can imagine how long that would have taken to dig out. It might even have been slower than that. It felt slower for sure. So what I'm going to do is take Bob. He's going to go dig that area, and Jet might not do anything actually, because the program itself this is actually interesting. They have a long ways to go, and I don't know if they're going to see it. Oh, there's baddies everywhere down here. So loud. So loud. Oh my gosh. I got a fez, though. Oh, what? Anyways. So here comes, I think this is Jet or Chet. Yeah, there's Chet there. Jet, sorry. Okay, and then there is Bob. So Bob is very quickly going to break everything. And that's how fast they went. They just, with 2 of them, plowed through this section. It only took about 20 minutes. What the frig? What was that? That was a little horrifying. I don't know what just happened. So they'll just stay down here, actually, until they run out of gas, I guess. Maybe that's them saying program's done? I don't know what's going on right now, but it's scary. So anyways, we pick him up, and we get ourselves the pneumatic wrench back, or sorry, the imbued tool back, and we get our worker bee back. And that was the gist of my program for the drones. I got a couple more things in mind for them, at least right now, or in the not too distant future. Definitely missing a couple of drones. Where are my drones? Okay, yeah, no idea where they went. They might technically be down here. Yeah, there's one. What on earth was that all about? Who knows? So Jet and Chet, there's all 4 drones. They would have eventually picked it back up, or put everything back in the EAE system, and that's fine. So I would like to play with the logistics drones, but that'll be it for another day. I've spent 20 minutes talking about not much. I do apologize for that. The last couple episodes have been very talky intensive because of just how much work I'm able to do off camera and how little I'm actually able to do on camera right now. And I do apologize for that. So, we got us a pretty good start base, a pretty good thing going here, and I want to use this as our primary processing and HQ facility. And we're going to put, I have some idea for some nuclear paneling that we'll put up around the side to name this tower and to give it some extra little bit of help here, a little bit of changes. And then I've got some ideas for the base. I'm just having trouble really ironing out how to make it look like what I want it to be, and some good colors. I'm bad with colors. But I do want to build another base of sorts because it may help my sanity. Right now we're getting a decent stable 30, which is not decent in the sense that it's a good frame rate. It's actually a terrible frame rate. But it would fluctuate, and it fluctuates wildly. So typically on the rest of the areas of the server, well, I'll give you an example. Obviously, a great place to check out frame rates is a void world, and a great place to build bases is a void world. But they're really boring to watch. They're not good YouTube experiences. So I made the portal to the last millennium from XUtilities because I kind of wanted to work in a world that didn't have a lot of lag to do some magic. I need to get into Thaumcraft. Well, I don't need to. I want to. And with a couple of the add-ons we have, I haven't played with yet. And the other thing I desperately need an Enderman farm, which I didn't mean to click that. An Enderman farm for RF tool dimlets, because I want to make a void world, but I want to make a void world with a cool feel to it. It's not so boring to look at. I'm going to try my best to figure that out. But here we are in the last millennium. If you are an avid gamer, you may recognize this, but you probably have to be, well, it kind of depends. To recognize this and what this is from, you either would have had to have had a Super Nintendo or played a Super Nintendo game on an emulator, or there's a DS version, but you would have had to play Chrono Trigger. If you haven't, if you have a DS, if you have a Super Nintendo, if you know emulators or anything like that, Chrono Trigger is one of the best games ever made, in my opinion. And this is taken right from it. RW Tenna. This is from XUtilities, which is made by RW Tenna, which I'm hoping that's actually what he was intending with this. But you can go to the last millennium, and I think I've seen pictures of this before, actually, of this in Minecraft. And there's supposed to be a villager here called the Last Villager. It didn't spawn for us, but this is just a void dimension from XUtilities. It's not a private void dimension though, so that might be a little difficult. And I did a void dimension for the last for InfinityLabs, but that didn't go so well either. I mean, it did, but oh my gosh, we got chunk errors, and it was really boring because of the deep, deep black. So I don't think I'm going to use this for my main area. I might use it just because I love the idea of being here. I think I heard that villager. You hear that? What the frig is that? Anyways, but this is the last millennium. It's taken from Chrono Trigger. It looks exactly like the last millennium in Chrono Trigger, so I'm assuming it is, and it is amazing because of that. But really not that hard to make at all. Here's the thing. When I leave there, I come back and I end up here. Every time. Now this place is busy. There is way too much going on here for me. Way too much going on. All these flowers. I've actually tried to build a base in a flower biome before. It was awful. But it is a nice smooth area. And we got us a meteor here that I kind of want to decimate. And I think I will. Anyways, sorry. But the idea is that I wouldn't mind having somewhere else to build. I don't think I want to build in the overworld because then I don't control what's going on around me. And lately I've just been really paranoid that I've had some OpenGL angers. with lots of stuff going on above and below. But I thought Fastcraft was supposed to really help with that. I don't know. Anyways, I've been working on some things to iron out some of that. Let's just go back to base, though. And I honestly believe that most of our issues are coming from the chaos of ravines and this stuff. These darker sections of the biome. I wish they weren't here, but they are. So, I might be dead wrong. Let's get started anyways on RF tools. I need to make an Enderman farm. And there's a couple ways I can do that. But for RF tools to work, there's a whole world creation system. And I don't know if I have the power gen to deal with that. And I don't know if B, I have everything I need to make it. But the dimension builder is going to be huge. We probably need about 16 or so of these at the end of the day for what I'm planning. So we need the dimension builder. We will need the that's amazing. What? That's so cool. Sorry guys, we're making this. Wow. Okay, we're gonna have to test that out in a minute. Alright, so what else do we need? We got the dimension builder. We'll need some teleporters. Dimensional pattern. No, not that. I need the dimensional researcher. Can't hurt to have that one. I don't have any dimlets though. That's gonna be a problem. Simple dialer. When this block's hit a redstone signal, it dials or interrupts a transmitter. Matter receiver. Home F. And a receiver, I'll get a couple of these. Where was the receiver? Because I need a couple transmitters as well. Dimlet workbench, we'll get one of them if we can. We cannot. I think what I'm going to have to do here is just go to the end and start farming some nether or some skeleton what do they call it? Enderman. Not dimensional. In the meantime, let's make the dimension inscriber. Okay, that'll be all for now. Let me go do some work in the end. We'll be right back. Alright, so I managed to get a couple, but the Endermen are not spawning very fast. Our end needs to be regenerated pretty badly, actually. So I managed to get a couple. We're going to just put it through here real quick because I need to make a spawner for this, or else this is never going to be a thing. And this isn't a spawner that I really wanted to make right away as far as, well, as far as anything goes. Let's get some coal and some iron. I wanted to make this spawner a different way, but still, it'll happen and it'll be alright. But we need it because I need to be able to get the drops from these Endermen, and I need to get them, a good amount of them, to do what I want to do. I'm fairly certain if it hasn't changed. I know the dimension system has changed quite a bit. But if it hasn't changed, then I'm thinking that steel, the void dimlet is actually craftable. Yes, it is. Okay, terrain void. So I'm going to have to refresh myself on how to make these dimensions and to make them properly, but we'll get it done. I managed to make dimension that I wanted last time pretty easily. So we'll get that done real good, real nice, real well. But we did get a few heads off that, which is good. Okay, so I have my Enderman, I have my spawn. I just need a broken spawner. Let's do this. We'll do Blaze. Blaze is probably the easiest to find at this point. So to make these spawners, pretty easy. You do need a bit of experience though to do it, and of course the pieces. But you take the actual cage that you want, the broken spawner that you picked up, and you take your soul vial and you infuse it with experience and energy and time, and you get yourself an empty soul vial and an Enderman spawner. Bada boom. Then we go up to our farm, and particularly to our anvil, and we put the two of them together, which costs a bunch of experience. Not a problem for us. We got loads of different kinds of experience. Alright, just pop that back in there. And try this one more time. So now we have an Enderman spawner, which is going to be very slow. And it's not going to kill anything, obviously. So, I have a thought for that. I think I might need to do some repurposing here, but this is going to be fun. And I know this episode's really long, but I'd like to do this on camera. I'm going to get some of my programming puzzle pieces. Get all of these out, head down, and we are going to make something happen. So, I need to figure out where I'm going to do this. I would say, for right now, let's just do this down here. I'm going to need a few things first. I am going to make a few more drones. And for that, I need a new kind of puzzle piece. I'll probably need some more green puzzle pieces too, now that I think about it. I figure I did all this work to get to the point where I can do this, but I didn't technically have a whole lot else for these guys to do. So, what? There we go. Alright, so I got a new drone I can make now. So, pneumatic drone. Boom. And of course we need some puzzle pieces. We'll need some, let's see here, red. And probably some more green, just in case. Alright, let's go down here. So, here's what I've got set up at the moment. I've got it set up to attack in a given area and to pick up from an inventory. Now, this is going to be kind of an interesting build because I need to do it in phases. The first thing that I need to do is I need to get rid of some of this junk in my inventory. So you can go in here, and then we'll take the RF tools stuff and we'll put it in here for now. Because I don't need it just yet. Okay, and then I don't need the cubes with me. Alright. And this can go as well. So why don't we get out Chet and Jet. Because these two guys, they're going to be our picker-uppers still. But Hercules? Yeah, sure. Hercules is going to be our one line programming disk I'm missing. Our fighter drone. We'll probably have a couple eventually here. I just haven't made them all yet. Lime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. And then go back down. and all right. So, but I need to put his program, even though it's shoot. All right. So start this. What? This and this and this with this set like that and like that. We're going to go ahead and put this on Hercules real quick because I need to come back to it and fix it, but I don't want to redo these GPS coordinates. Hercules. Can I export the program? There is one error. What error? No area specified. Well, for right now, the area will be the same as everywhere else. Alright, so there we go. This guy's got his program. Hercules. Oof, weird. So Chet, I need to load your program up. You're going to pick up from an area. And that area is no longer this one, it's this area, which I will show you in a minute. Export to inventory, I'm also going to have to clear that out, but for now, we'll leave it as it is. And same with you. So these two are half done. This is half done. I can go get the new area figured out real quick. Alright, so here we are in the last millennium, and I've set up a little area here for some managed drone activity. Any signal. Let's get some power flowing in here, and we'll start to compress some air. Good deal. Okay, so that is that. Then what I need, I can put down Jet and Chet because they're ready to go. So we'll just actually plop them on their little platformy thingies here. Now, Hercules, he's ready. He's ready to go, but he needs a bit of work. So the first thing that I'm going to need to do is give him a sword. Now, Hercules will be using my sword because essentially, I'm going to make another one of these. So why don't we run on back to base and go ahead and make another imbued sword, which needs 1, 2, 3 of these, which makes 3 of these, which makes 3 of these, which makes 1 of these, and 1 of these with 2 of these equals 1 of them. And if we head on up to our farm, it will equal sharpness. It will equal looting. And that's all we're going to do for now, actually. That's all I need. So, home B, flop on down here. The other thing that I need to look at is what upgrades I want. Because I want the speed upgrade for our Hercules here. There's that. And I would also like to see, let's see, the security upgrade. I need a liquid, so volume upgrade, he'll need a couple of. Entity tracker. When inserted, the drone will have a minigun attached to it, allowing it to perform ranged attacks up to 16 blocks from the enemy. When an anti-attack piece is used, gun ammo is required to fire. Oh, we may go that route with a Hawkeye drone or something like that. Range upgrade, speed upgrade. This is the movement speed. The dispenser upgrade. Liquid tank, item life, auto repair. So I can put 6 item life, a security. No, I don't need security. 6 item life and a couple of volume upgrades. And I need my security upgrades for this as well as my speed upgrades. So speed, security. So let's just Did I take them out? Item life, I can make 6 of these. Security, I don't need. Volume, I'll make a couple or 4 of those. And speed, I can make 10. 10 speed, 6 life, or item life, right? Upgrade. Which I'm going to guess uses a clock. That's right, it does. So we'll do 6 of these. Speed upgrade I'll have to make upstairs. The volume upgrade is pretty easy, but I need more compressed steel. Made as many speed upgrades as I could, but I am out of sugar, so that's not going to work. Alright, I need you to be fully charged, so we'll do, let's do 6, 6, and 4. That'll let us charge that up a little bit more. And then we'll make another one of these, but we'll make it a machine gunning bad boy, because that'll be fun. Alright, so that's taken care of. The only thing I gotta do now is hook up a couple of item thingies. Oh, that's a problem. Why don't we go ahead and turn that magnet back on? I just need to get conduit hooked up like this. Alright, so that's done. Okay, that's actually that's all fine. This has to be an insert. That'll be a way of doing it for now. So all I really have to do is upgrade this eventually. For now, receiving energy. Should be spawning. Now these things take quite a bit of energy. Let's go ahead and put him down. Hercules, do your thing. Oh, sweet. It tells us who he's going to attack. That's still really slow, and my magnet's on. But as you can see, it's a one-shot kill. Oh my gosh, they're loud. Sorry about that. But that'll work great. And he should not have any problem just going back and recharging. The only thing that I need to figure out now is this stupid heat system. I'll have to see if there's a way of maintaining it. Oh, you know what? We might have maxed out our power consumption. Huh. Well, Hercules turned out to be a jerk. I think I died like 9 times trying to figure that out, and I ended up having to kill him with a command, so that sucked. I will finish this build up for next time and show you what I've come up with Hercules 2.0, and we'll get that figured out. But I don't know how to do that, so for right now, I'm going to sign off. This episode's already been 45 minutes, so until next time, guys, I've been Toasty. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a like if you did, and give me some suggestions for base options. Alrighty, people, deuces.